Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to touch on some of the procedures and surgeries I've had. Um, a lot of people ask me what kinds of things happen with lupus or how has my body changed and what, excuse me, and what, you know, things I have to go through and you know, how's it hard for me. And a lot of it is being scared to being scared that I have to go through surgeries or procedures. And I know that that's a part of having a medical condition is if need be corrective or preventative surgeries, but it's still always a scary thing for me. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, it's still always scary for me. Like going under anesthesia is scary, waking up from anesthesia, not really remembering what happened, or you count back from 5 and you wake up and don't remember what happened. Um, so I might have touched on it in my one of my other videos, but my first real surgery was when I had my gallbladder removed in college. Um, the pain I felt from that was like unbearable. Before I got it done, I couldn't keep food down, lost a lot of weight. It was just very uncomfortable and painful. And then they basically said, you know, the gallbladder has to go. It has many gallstones in it. I think they said around 100 maybe, but they said it kind of looked like reminded them of a change first. Um, and I actually had that procedure taken in a hospital that I knew nothing about. It was I think it was Lehigh Valley Hospital, but they did an amazing job because came home. I think I took like a week for recovery. Went back to school, and everything was fine. Um, and then I didn't really have any major surgeries. I've had procedures like PIC lines, which are central lines. I've had a lot of them. I've probably had about like 10 of them in my life in total. But they're kind of like little mini surgeries because they have to go into a sterile environment and they're basically putting this really long IV, like really long, like probably longer than this screen. And they numb you up and it's basically going from wherever they stick you in your arm to all the way like near your heart. And it's a bit of the procedure is a bit invasive, but it's minimal. But you are in a procedure suite when it's done, but you're awake for it. So they only use like local numbing, whatever. But one of my most major surgeries is um, my pericardial window. That happened about maybe 5 years ago. Um, I woke up with a lot of chest pain. I couldn't. It felt like pressure. Felt like an elephant was on me. Um, like every time it was hard to sit up. It felt like it was hard to breathe, and I was afraid. I didn't know what was going on. Actually, shout out to my roommate Christine. Um, it actually took my roommate telling me like, listen, like something's wrong. You need to go to the ER. Like it's bad. Um, and I was fighting it because at this time in my life, I didn't want to be sick. I didn't want to go to ER. I didn't, I didn't want to face the facts. I was in pain, but just didn't want to face the facts. Um, and I mean, there was a lot of points in my life, like I said, where I felt like, I didn't want to face the facts that something was wrong. And that's why, like now, being older, I am starting to realize that if something is wrong, I need to get it checked. But, I went to the ER that day and they said, oh, you have at least a liter or so of fluid around your heart. You have to go to surgery tonight. So I remember, last thing I remember is going into surgery that night and waking up in the morning in the hospital room. And I had like this guess they call it a drain board, drain pipe attached to me. And I, like I said, I don't remember anything of the surgery. I just remember having this long scar from here to here and a hole and like a drain attached to me. And there's like with like when you go to the bathroom, you have to like anywhere you go, this drain has to go with you until you're disconnected from it. And I'm just like, what? So I had this drain attached to an IV, and they're always like on a pole. And any right where I went in the bathroom or if I took a walk, I had to take everything with me. I think the worst part about being in the hospital is that you're always attached to something. Uh, and my recovery from that surgery was very, very long. Um, I would say a normal person would have healed in like 6 weeks, and it took me about 3 to 5 months for my wound to completely heal. Um, it was hard because I had to have in-home nursing. They had to do my wound care every day. I had to see, I had to go see the doctor that did my surgery. It was a thoracic surgeon. I had to go see him once a week to check on my wound progress, um, and stuff like that. It was just, another doctor added on the list. So I just didn't want to go. But, when I realized how serious it was, and the, I mean, like I said, not taking my medicine was a big part of it because I was just frustrated with the whole process. But after that surgery, I realized that, taking my meds is probably the most important thing in my life right now. Um, and that is why, you know, medication is so important with this condition and just med management. Um, so I've also had like little smaller procedures, like I've had a endoscopy, colonoscopy together, and I probably get those at least once a year or once every other year because I have a lot of digestive issues, a lot of unexplained weight gain, weight loss. Can't really know contributed to any specific cause. I know they said I had H. pylori at one point. I know they said I had stomach ulcers at one point. And like all of that could come from, chronic steroid use, chronic medication use in general. Um, so, and I mean, those procedures are pretty short. Well, they call them short procedures, but they're not really invasive, but you are still put under anesthesia for them. But they're only about an hour, maybe. And then you wake up and then you don't even remember what happened normally under anesthesia. Um, yeah, but I wanted to talk about them because a lot of people don't talk about the surgeries and the procedures and the what it takes, the maintenance it takes to have lupus, and the fact that you have to be diligent, digital. That's not the word I was looking for. You have to be diligent on making sure if something's wrong, you go see the doctor. Currently, I have some things going on, and I'm actually scheduled to go see the doctor on Tuesday, and hopefully, you know, they can give me some advice on how to handle it, or write me a referral, or refer me to whoever I need to see to fix it. Um, I'm not like sick to the point where I need to like stop doing what I'm doing, but I'm a little uncomfortable. Um, I could tell that there's issues. So, like I said, anytime there's issues, make sure you talk to your doctor about it and make sure it's nothing wrong. I'd rather go to the doctor and he tell me it's nothing wrong than me don't go to the doctor and everything is wrong. Um, so, and I mean, like I said, I'm doing my best to try to, you know, be active, take my medicine. I know one thing I really struggle with is keeping my vitamins intact. So I know one of the things I really struggle with is like muscle spasms right now. And I know that could be a result of my potassium being low. So I'll also bring it up to the doctor because I just think potassium intake through food is not enough. Um, so I've actually been trying to increase my vitamins and minerals, just seeing if those spasms will get better. But I'd rather the doctor figure out the source of them before I'll just be trying to make them better. And there's another reason why I'm having them. And it's not just because of my vitamins and minerals. But for now, I'm hoping I don't have to have any. Oh, that's another procedure. When I had blood clots, I had to get um, ultrasounds on anytime there's like an issue. They'll do ultrasounds on my legs, ultrasounds on my chest, just to make sure nothing is wrong. The last time I had an ultrasound on my leg, I had blood clots. So that's what I'm hoping they come to the conclusion to do on Tuesday, just to make sure there are no clots. I often ask them to check for them just because I'm always on high alert for them because I'm not treating for them at this point. If I was treating for them, I wouldn't be so, anxious about having them, but I know what that means for me if I do have them. And I just don't want to get to that point. I'd rather try to head it at the pass before it gets to the point where I have to start treating for clots again. Um, so I'm just trying to keep myself healthy so I can continue to work, continue to be focused on my goals, because I know if it gets to a point where I have to stop working, that will kind of mess with my mental health and it will mess with the physical process I've made with getting myself stronger and more able to do stuff and complete stuff. And I just don't want to get to a point where I'm not as, able as I am now. So I'm just going to keep working at it, trying to keep myself healthy. And if problems arise, addressing them at the head and not waiting until my body is in like catastrophic mode to deal with it. I just want to head it off at the pass before anything gets worse. So, like I said, guys, I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. I'll update you guys on what happened and what we addressed. But for now, stay healthy, stay safe, and until next time, my lovies.